Who is Snow White live action for? Who is this made for? Nobody, because we have our numbers. We have our Sunday privilege. Our box office. Jed knows it. Trey, have you seen this yet?
I haven't seen the
worldwide yet.
As far as today, I haven't seen.
Okay. I'm going to say this: we were cowards last week. We were cowards. I should not have let you guys bully me off my initial 200 take because 87 million.
That's all markets. No staggered release.
Markets.
All major markets, at least.
Yeah.
80.
I mean, this is worse than we even predicted. It's not even going to break $100 million on opioid. This is possibly the worst Disney premiere of all time.
Oh my God!
This might be worse than the Marvels too. And the bad, awful predictions domestically leading up to this film, I think were 57 million.
Yeah,
domestically was the low ball. Oh my God, this is going to be disaster predictions, and it fell well below that.
So even with their fake ass budget here of 269 million, which we know is bullshit. This thing's a 350 if I'm a day. There is no way they make money on this.
That's bad. That is wow.
Details. Let's go down to the details.
That's deep.
They pulled in 3.5 million on the Thursday night premiere, then 16, 15, 11. Nobody saw this movie.
Good Lord Almighty.
I think they're going to drop down to 1 million domestically in the week on days.
That is wow.
And we don't have exact numbers. Oh, we do have some numbers now. Oh, they updated it. Nice. China, $900,000 in China.
It's over. It's over.
My God. Argentina made more money for this film than China.
Yeah.
UK with the biggest haul at 5.1 million.
Oh my God.
And you remember, UK, these are the people that are supposed to go see her play Evita now in the coming months. Yeah.
Her career is doing really well. It's not at all that she's had exclusively box office flops. Because, her major films, West Side Story, major flop, and politically driven. The whole, it's racist to have subtitles for the Spanish text but in America, but not racist to have Spanish subtitles for the English text in Mexico. That's the only thing I remember about the movie. Shazam 2. Failure.
That's not her fault, but
it's true, but that is one of her major
I can be fair. I can be fair.
Hunger Games? Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes?
There's still no evidence it actually made money. There's no evidence. They say maybe it broke even. Y2K.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Why does she have a career? She's never had a profitable film.
I don't know. And I said it before, I'm going to say it again. I hope this is, with the exception of the next couple of weeks, again, we're on break next week, when we come back and check the box office, I hope this is the last time we ever talk about her. Because you got to understand, I don't enjoy talking about Rachel Zegler because she is a blight on humanity. She makes things worse. She has no redeeming qualities. She's not that pretty. Her talent is minuscule. Her voice is tiny. She cannot act. She has the ability. She has the ability to emote by opening her eyes real wide and jutting out her chin. That's the capability of her emotion. And when she does her fake acting, she just talks the lines in modern day accent. There's no actual transformation into anything else. And you look at her disrespect to the properties she's involved with, to the people who are supposed to be her customer, to everything. There's a reason nobody showed up for this. It's not because of Gal Gadot. There are people who there's a fake meme out there. You say you're going this because you hate Rachel Zegler. I'm not going to see this because I hate Gal Gadot. We are not the same. No, Gal Gadot is not moving the needle on this failure.
And it's just retarded because, yeah, there's a big difference between, hey, I hate her because of the country she was born in versus us, she's awful because of all the nonsense that she says.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the hate for Gal Gadot is just
It's
so
actual
unwarranted.
racism. That's actual
Yeah,
racism.
it's 100% unequivocally racism. Like it's not even hyperbole. And that's the type, and that is the part that bothers me. It's like I'm not gonna go support this movie because there's a Israeli woman in it who was also an Israeli soldier at one point in her life. So because she is from Israel and served her country,
Well, no, it's mandatory to serve 2 years in the military in Israel.
Yeah.
It was compulsory. She did not have a choice to serve in the military.
Yeah.
that
It's
makes it
law.
even worse.
That's what I mean.
That somebody would hate her for it. That's even worse.
Yeah.
So this so like the hate for her. Now, if you want to say that she can't act, I agree with you. Look, I love Gal Gadot because she's hot.
Yes.
She is a terrible actress. She's bad in everything. Let me be clear.
Yep.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
But that's her brand. Her brand is I can act, but I'm hot. And I accept. I accept. But to say that, like, oh, I'm going to boycott this film or not go see this film because a woman was born somewhere, that's messed up, man.
That's
all these progressive people. Like,
these are the people who call us all the names.
Yeah.
So this movie has failed because Rachel Zegler is a horrible person. But in watch my review, never once, outside of a couple of side jokes about her, which I just kind of slip under there for half a second, I never talk about Rachel Zegler in the movie in my review. And as a person, I talk about her performance. I talk about the movie. This movie all out. So take Rachel Zegler out, and you still have a bad movie.
Yep.
Jed can confirm this. It's still a bad movie on every possible way to describe it, from music to acting to costuming. You can go to a Disney theme park and have a Snow White cast member in a better dress than what they have her in this 300+ million monstrosity. You can go to probably some sort of fan revival who just want to sing the songs and have better performances of classic songs than the garbage they created for this movie. You can go to, and I'll say this, somebody might yell at me for this, you can have somebody program in this shit to an AI right now, and you'll get something that looks better than the CGI monstrosities you had in this movie. The pacing is bad. The acting is bad. The story makes no sense. You can feel because you have communism in the beginning, sprinkling it in the middle, and smacking you in the face at the end. You can feel that this was a different movie 2-3 years ago when they first did it. You can feel that there's that they cobbled together something, get out there. Nobody has any chemistry with each other on screen. It's just a bad movie. Rachel Zegler just adds the secret sauce of, wow, everybody in the world hates her. So no one's going to go see it on top of that because of that reason. But those of us who have seen it, we can objectively say it's also just a bad movie, and that has nothing to do with Rachel Zegler's real world antics. This movie's terrible, but the shills, they're going to try and convince us. Variety. Disney's Snow White is the fairest of them all on box office charts, with the musical earned $16 million across. I mean, that's, and here's the article where it's going to be hidden in here. They mentioned also Alto Nights, the Robert De Niro movie, which I did predict was going to do shit, and apparently it is.
Good Lord.
They are trying to protect this, and here's the tier. Now we begin the countdown. How long before the shills abandon protecting this? A couple of them already started. I mean, I saw, but it was like a half-ass way. I think it was either a CBR or Shill Rant article. 10 reasons why Snow White failed. Not one of them said Rachel Zegler and her performance. It was everything else that was wrong in the movie. So they're trying to still protect her to this last moment. But how long before they have to abandon that? How long now that we're here? And I kind of hope it doesn't happen this week, or I kind of hope it happens this week, not the following week, because I won't be able to cover it. It won't be in front of my computer. The Rachel Zegler meltdown. How long? Has it happened? We don't know it yet. It's going to happen. I mean, how long till she does it? I want to think it happens this week. Because there's nothing holding her back now. The contract's over. Contract's over. I mean, it's not like if there was a contract clause of you have to keep your mouth shut, otherwise you won't get your royalties from the movie. This thing ain't going to make royalties.
Yeah, she doesn't need to worry about that.
We know.
Yeah.
I mean, her contract would carry through its theatrical run. So I imagine once it gets announced on Disney Plus.
But does Disney care enough to muzzle her at this point anymore?
No, I mean, I doubt they would enforce it, but
yeah,
contractually that still probably exists.
That's what's going to be on Disney Plus next month. Yeah.
Oh, so all right. So you think it's on Disney Plus in a month?
April,
absolutely,
100%. I'll bet the farm on it.
Okay.
April.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
With these numbers,
yeah.
Adam. With these numbers?
Oh yeah.
Next month.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't be happier that it turned out this way. Oh, Adam, you're not being objective. You're being biased. Damn straight I'm being biased. This is everything we said it was going to be. I get to take my victory lap right now. All right?
Yes, you can.
This movie is hard. This woman is hard, and everybody who supports her is hard. I quote tweeted something just because I felt like it. They have it's a collage of her. Everybody who hates her, you have to die and go to hell. That was what they say. If you don't like her, you have to die and go to hell. My response, well, it must be hell on earth because everybody hates her.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And she brought it on herself. And see, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like everybody, like all these folks that usually have this ideology, all go like, this is like when the cancel culture was moving, they're like, this isn't cancel culture, this is consequence culture. Well, here are the consequences. The idea is this: you ran your mouth, you told people to go screw themselves, and they said you're a terrible human being, and we're no longer going to support you. They took their hard-earned dollars and spent it on Rita's ice cream, because that's what I did. I did, and I have no sympathy for. Well, I have no sympathy for Disney in general, but like I have no love lost for Rachel Zegler. I've made my opinions very clear and known last. This individual has made her bed. Now she has to lie in it. Period. You worked hard for your reward. You worked for this. All you had to do was keep your half-breed mouth shut, and then you would have just had an ordinary bomb, and everybody would have went home.
Yeah.
But no, you had to open your filthy whore mouth, and now it's ruined.
Dre, I got called a MAGA racist last week for my commentary. You're a MAGA. Oh, you're just a MAGA racist. Bye. Where does she do anything wrong? This is where we are. The name calling has begun, and that's what we're going to get now. We're going to get name calling, hopefully a Zegler meltdown, and we're just going to watch this thing. So let's revise our predictions because I think it's fair. Because you know what, I'm going to revise 150 to 200. That's
how can I even argue?
I said 200 to 250 because y'all bullied me because I was like, oh, it's not going to be that bad, Adam. Don't make that kind of statement. No, I'm revised. I'm going to go back down to 150 to 200. I don't think anybody goes to see this. If you start off at 87 million, where does more money come from at this point?
I've got no answer.
I imagine the percentage drop will seem good, but just because the amount that it's already at the low, I think probably about a 50% drop. But even with a 50% drop, that's 40 million next weekend.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think it's making 200.
You make a perfect point. This is one of those times where, because it's such a small initial opening take, we're not expecting a 70% drop, but a 50% drop is abysmal. You go nowhere. That this is one of those rare cases where it may say 50, but that's just as bad as a 70% drop.
Yeah, because you only made 40 million domestically, so that'll be 20 million next week.
Yeah.
So
and the rest of the world, they'll drop 50 as well.
I think the world's going to drop much lower. I think international is going to just fall off a complete cliff in general.
$900,000 in China.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
They couldn't give a shit about this movie.
Good Lord. That's
So
crazy.
we will be back to talk about this a little bit later than normal, and we'll keep track of it because we've got about a month of tracking the box office, and we'll see if around April 20th, 25th, if this is put on Disney Plus, if they just pull the plug and say F it, we're done.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be a Disney
moving
Plus.
Moving on to Thunderbolts, our next failure.
Oh.
All right, we're done with that. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out my gaming channel at Renaissance Nerd Arcade, and follow me on X Twitter under @TheRedNerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.